My bad. She's on the speaker. Speaking of subscriptions,
Please like, share, and subscribe. What a segue. Did you see that segue? Did you hear what?
let's go. I'm Mike Moon.
I'm Ben Carew. It's 5 o'clock.
It's VibeOClock.
Welcome in. It's 5 o'clock where we explore music, art, and culture, past and present. I am Ben Carew. This is a show we're going to dedicate strictly to one of my favorite genres, R&B. Um, I got a lot of favorite genres, but R&B. And if you missed it last Thursday, there was an R&B challenge of two titans, Tank versus Tyrese. Who really won? My answer is always going to be R&B won. Was packed with some dope music, some records that I completely forgot about. But we're gonna get into it, some of the highlights. Two of R&B's heavyweights, one stage, nothing but timeless records, and real vocals. This wasn't just a show; it was a statement. Tank set the tone early, opening with classics from "Sex, Love, and Pain" before gliding into "I Can't Make You Love Me." Right behind the keyboards, he really got right to it, transitioning into the keys with the live band. He delivered a smooth, intentional introduction that locked the crowd into this vibe from the jump. Both sides came prepared. The background vocalists were elite across the board. Honestly, interchangeable was the background vocals, and you'll see some arguments online. Some people felt like that wasn't really a need for background vocalists on both sides of the stage, and they were interchangeable, like I said. But Tank at one point went over to Tyrese's side of the stage and shared his background vocals. But apparently that was the agreement from the jump, and I think a lot of people missed that. And they all this is really a small circle of R&B artists, and they all kind of know each other. So yeah, charge of that. He took advantage of that. Then Tyrese stepped outside and shifted the energy immediately, coming in strong with "What Am I Gonna Do?" He embraced his black tie persona, bringing a different kind of edge and performance style, with a surprise appearance from Chingy, which I think the crowd really loved. The energy jumped in, giving his set a more high tempo feel right out the gate. From there, both Tank and Tyrese took fans on a full journey, running through classic hits, adding humor, engaging the crowd, and even switching up the wardrobe. This wasn't just vocals, it was a showmanship, chemistry, and legacy on display. But here's the real question: who had the better set? Was it Tank's smooth vocals, controlled delivery, and musicianship, or was it Tyrese's energy, personality, and crowd command? So, drop a comment, uh, like, share, subscribe. Please don't ever forget that. Yeah, engage with us and yeah, share this with your people. What do you think about this Tyrese first take show? Did you watch it? If not, I highly suggest you guys go and watch it because these are two extraordinarily talented R&B legends, and I'm actually looking forward to see who's going to be the next R&B duo that goes up against each other. Whose catalogs match up against each other. I think it's dope. I think the whole concept is dope. These are obviously two guys that are in a group, TGT, so they have that brothership with them. So it was really lighthearted. It really took away from some of the verses that we've seen in the past. I'm not even gonna share the names, but you guys, if you're fans of the verses kind of platform, then you know what type of energy it has the potential to bring. But in this case, I thought it was very dope that these two brothers could share a stage and they could bring their catalogs in and just just entertain us throughout the night. I thought it was a dope experience. And again, I'm gonna always say R&B won, and I'm an R&B head from top to bottom. So yeah, let me know what y'all thought, man. I'm not gonna really, if I did have to give an opinion, I don't want to cop out. I think Tank's vocal ability and his showmanship edged Tyrese out a little bit. First of all, Tyrese is not going to give you any of those falsetto, any of those soprano notes. He's not going to hit. He's a tenor. He's all chest with him, so he's going to give you all of that. But yeah, it was still a dope show nonetheless, man. And I mean, from what Tyrese is saying, he's telling everybody that he won. So there's that. But you guys let me know what you think about the Tyrese versus Tank versus R&B challenge. And who you got up next? I've been hearing names like Usher and Chris Brown, which I don't think that would ever happen. There's a laundry list of R&B artists that I think would match up very well with each other. Music Soul Child, I don't think he's ever done a versus. I think Neo would be a dope R&B versus. I think that would be dope. But I don't think he'd be willing to do that either. And we're talking about catalog. And then what's the framework, right? Everybody has their list of what they're gauging and what they're judging off of. Are we judging off of the vocal ability, the catalog of songs, the songwriting? Are we judging off of the production? Are we judging off of the showmanship? Are we judging off of the career, how long the careers have lasted and stood the test of time? Or are we judging off of just pure who we like, who we want to see win? So everybody, and that's what makes these verses so challenging for some of us. But for me, I'm just soaking it up as a fan of R&B. I love it. I love to watch it, and I really love to see these two brothers go at it with with their respective catalogs, and it was for the ladies, man. It strictly was for the ladies. And you saw the crowd full of ladies. I think all the guys, they played the background because where the women are, the fellas are going to come, right, every time. But yeah, this was a dope event. And I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to see more verses down the line. We got to bring some of them OGs in there too. Donnell Jones, 112 versus Drew Hill, or I don't know if that's happening yet. I might be bugging, but anyway, it's VibeOClock. I'm your host, Ben Carew. My cousin Mike Moon is off for this evening. I just wanted to tap in real quick and get you guys' opinion on that Tank and Tyrese challenge, man. I thought it was dope. And yeah, we here, man. Please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Peace.